What's up? Today, I just want to talk about how good you're doing. Let's just talk about briefly about what the average person, the average adult is going through. You have to wake up, you have to get ready for what you want to do. If you're not already established that is sustainable, then you have to put in work and figure out how you can get ahead and all that fun stuff. And now I'm welcoming you to my life. First things first, I want to give a round of applause for those people who never give up, even if it feels like short term, they feel defeated. They try to continue moving on and moving forward. And maybe that's you. Maybe you're a person who wants to figure something out in life and work towards that, what you're figuring out. For me, I have a 5-year plan that I'm going to be sharing with you. And I wish I had something a little more easier to kind of incorporate, but I'm lazy. So sometimes less is more. I don't want to ever be stuck in a position where I just keep thinking back and forth, what should I do? So I'm just going to get started. Again, my name is George. I want to be the best man that I can be in the future. And that includes multiple parts of my future: when I'm 35, when I'm 45, when I'm 50, 60, 70, and 80, 90. So be it, right? Wherever my time ends. But that's the point, is that at a certain point, my time is going to end, and so is yours. That being said, I want to do something good in the world that can be utilized and be resourceful and helpful. So I'm sharing my 5-year plan that has started in January 2026 and is now moving forward, so on, so until 2031. From now to then, I hope that my life transforms, not just me as a person, but the things that I carry and bring with me in my future. As of right now, I live in my car. It's a small 2011 Dodge Avenger. So this is my home. It's been my home for about 2 years, and I decided to live in my car. A lot of reasons happened moving into it, but I started to embrace the reason why I lived in my car, for strategic financial purposes. One of my goals for the next 5 years is to pay off debt. So I'll be going on a debt-free journey, and living in my car is helping me reach that goal. That is actually one of the first and most important goals that I'm working towards, is being financially debt-free. And when I mean financially debt-free, I don't mean that I don't want any debt in the world. What I mean is I don't want any negative debt, any debt that I just owe money to, any liability debt. That being said, things that I'm paying off are things such as credit cards, personal loans, car loans, any things that I didn't pay, like if I have a cell phone that wasn't completely paid off, or a phone bill, or storage unit, anything in that nature. I will give you a screenshot. For me personally, I like to use Credit Karma just because it does keep track. It's pretty accurate in my goals of what I want to achieve, but I will recommend that you should use something like the annual, I forgot what it's called, but it's the one that you can look up your credit score and credit details in depth once a year for free. I'm not really that big into investing, like a credit score. Credit Karma does its job for me, and it keeps track of where I should at least start, and I can keep logging into it every day, once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, so on, so on. So Credit Karma is what I'll use, and it's even what I'll share with you. Now, I won't be sharing all my information on Credit Karma there, but I will show you my debt and what I'm trying to target, at least for the start from now to when this year ends, as I plan on being debt-free with the active debts that are presently with me. I think it's a good start. Some tips and advice I have for you based off like paying off debt, if that journey that I'm on corresponds with yours. So if you are in debt, it's not a fun one. It can be fun when you start seeing yourself win and you start seeing your score go up, but in the end of the day, it's a responsibility, it's accountability. And I want to be accountable for my stuff, and I think it's important for you to be accountable for yours as well. Now, I'm not a big fan on trying to remove any debts that you may not think is yours. I think obviously those are there for a reason, but taking advantage of it just because you don't want to pay it doesn't seem to be really responsible. So I've been told that I should negotiate some of my debts just to see if I can pay a lower debt. And although that does seem fair, that does seem smart, and it could be still an option, I kind of want to take the route where I want to take full accountability. So that way I don't put myself into these positions again, because if I don't learn my lesson, then I'm just going to repeat that same mistake, and that's when a mistake stays a mistake and not turned into a lesson. Because I believe that in life, you're gonna make a mistake. But learning from that mistake is what changes that mistake into a lesson. And although each lesson still has consequences, you can still learn from it and obtain it and have a better future for yourself. That being said, that's one of the most primary goals that I have. I'll be probably making more videos regarding to being debt-free, just because it's one of the most active videos that I have here. So just because you have those debts doesn't mean you're a failure. Like I said, fail forward. It's hard to even measure success. You are already successfully born into this world, and you are alive. So to me, you are successful. Now, what you do with that successfulness, that opportunity of being alive, is you can sit down and you can complain about the cup being half empty, or you can see that you have a cup and you can go out to the world and fill out the cup. Fill up your own cup. At one point in time, we were children. We did need somebody to take care of us, like our parents and our close family members and so on. But now that we're adults, we need to learn how to take care of ourselves and each other in a more sustainable, efficient way. Because in the end of the day, the human society is made up by just that, the humans in society. But before I move forward, I want to talk about my other goals, because again, 5 years is a lot of time, and just having one goal isn't enough for me. I might focus on one goal for a period of time, but I do have plenty of other goals to share with you. And I think everybody should have goals because it's important. Goals is what keeps us growing. It keeps us from showing where we're at and where we want to go. Goals is what keeps us accountable and keeps us having self-purpose. Goals are a dream. Goals are a dream that are turned into reality. So don't just dream big, but have a big goal that matches that dream to help you turn your dream to reality. And even if you fail to create your dream, even if you fail to accomplish your goals, at least you've gotten that much closer. And that's why we fail forward together here on this channel. My name is George, and I hope you have a beautiful day. All right, now that you know that one of my biggest goals is going to be my debt-free journey, it's going to be pretty cool. This is my debt where I'm at right now. And I want to bring that number to a fraction, so hopefully bring that number down quite a bit. You can see it's just going to take work and time. Now, another goal that I have that I think is more exciting than a debt-free journey is going to be 5K all around the US in alphabetical order. Now, this one seems to be more of my cup of tea. It seems more what I'll be excited for, and it feels less like responsible and like adulting, and more just freeing and exciting, and just, something I want to do. So obviously this costs money. Running a 5K in every state costs money. It's traveling, it's traveling and figuring out and paying for races and all that fun stuff. So, but it's something I want to do. It's something like I want to accomplish. It's a dream that I'm going to turn into a goal, which I'm already feeling like I'm running behind. But again, I don't want that feeling to be lingering around. I just want to proceed to move forward. And if anything, I want to use that feeling to propel me forward. So I want to see how far I can get within 5 years. So running a 5K in every state is definitely on the list for my future goals, and it keeps me wanting to exercise in a fun, positive way. Oh my gosh, there is a bug, and it is just buzzing around. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. Hey, little guy. Well, you can't say I don't have an audience, because I sure do. Just kidding. So again, first two goals that I talked about, debt-free journey. I don't know how long that's gonna take, but it's hopefully that journey turns into a lifestyle. But I need to start it as a journey because it's a starting point for me. So there's that. Then there's running a 5K in every state, alphabetical order. There's that. And by the way, I've already done my first race in Alabama. I did it in Birmingham, and it was my first race there. And I did a 5K in about 33 minutes. And it was a fun time. Didn't really connect with a lot of people. It was just kind of a short trip. I didn't really spend a lot of time in Alabama, but I think that would be something cool to do, is to start connecting more with people. But in the end of the day, I'm just doing my thing. So yeah, there's one on the list. The next one is Alaska. I haven't ran, so I did the Alabama race in January 31st. Right now we're in July, like late July, and that's already 6 months, and I haven't done another race since then. As you can see, I'm pretty sweaty. I'm glowing. It's pretty hot. We're like at 89 degrees, 85 degrees, and I'm living in my car, and it's starting to get a little cloudy, which is nice. The air's starting to pick up. It might rain a bit later, but yeah, it's pretty chill. So debt-free journey, run a 5K in every state, alphabetical order. And the third, I want to travel to 5 continents total. I've actually already been to Asia this year in February as well, so that's pretty cool. I went to Cambodia, and I was in the capital and saw some historic stuff that I really didn't know anything about, but I thought it was still fascinating. Just my curious self exploring the world. Also, having 5 assets. So just having these goals in mind keeps me moving forward, doing cool things, and living my best life. So I want to document all those cool things because you just never know. Again, 20 years from now, I want to look back and be like, this is everything that you've done. So I hope you enjoyed this short introduction to what's in store and what is ahead. Living in my car, stories and fun activities, and showing you my races and all that fun stuff. For now, have a beautiful day.